Alright guys, we're back with some more war action for you. Path 1 and Path 3, plus some minis, and even a boss attempt, I think, this war. Here we got the personal space regen thing on node 1, I think on Path 1. We're going to take this one with Void. Pretty easy with Void because we can manage all the healing. The only thing, of course, we have to do is make sure that we can count to 15 and make sure that we don't push him over 15 rock stacks. You can always hit into his block to push him to a bar of power, let him throw that special one, and then keep that cycle going. Nothing really too exciting on this one. Not a global defender, but you always want someone that can handle the healing, or else it can always it can get out of hand sometimes. So Void, great counter here. He hasn't been banned as much as I would have thought so far this season, but I'm happy when he's free. He's always fun. There you can see I had to push. I could only do one hit there. Kind of got stuck a little bit. Had to hit into his block to push him to a bar of power. And there, I ended up right at the end there. I triggered his unstoppable, but he was going to die anyway. Next is Absorbing Man, who is a global defender on this Masochism Vigorous Assault node. I keep taking this one with Viv because I don't have to parry in order to get my openings. I have super easy access to heal block with my medium ending combos, or like your second medium. So that it's like it has to be a medium ending combo there. But there, that's fine. I got clipped a tiny bit. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure I keep him in his Uru phase because we want to make sure that we can get the incinerate damage from these special ones. So I got off my special 2. Now I'm going to go ahead. I can actually there I take him out of all of his forms. Get 1 unblockable special 1, 2 unblockable special 1s, a third, and 1 more hit for good measure. So easy fight there. On Path 3 in Phase 1, we've got this infamous Iron Man. I'm going to take this one with Corvus. He's whitelisted this season, so it's fun to be able to bring him in. As long as I can just get rid of the armor up, then I don't have to worry about the node, so we can armor break him with Corvus, and then it's a very easy fight. I am speeding up some of these fights because, again, it's 10 fights. I even skipped a few that you've seen on other wars, so I'm not going to repeat. I'm going to try not to have the same repetition of fights every single war. If it's the same node and the same counter, then it's nothing that exciting. Here, I actually brought in Archangel for the first time in ages. I brought in Archangel. I think I brought him in a previous war for Jessica Jones, and you can see that was the actual lag during the fight, which was a little nerve-wracking because, yeah, the lag was just absolutely insane, but it's fine. We managed to get through this one. Archangel still doing vintage melting here with the neurotoxins. Even against Nick Fury, we do not get lucky enough to skip his life model, like his second phase, but it's fine here. I go ahead, use the striker to help me get an extra opening. That's always fun. Trying to bait out that special 2. Go in for some more. Hold that block. Bait the heavy. I mistimed my heavy counter because it's been so long since I've done that, but that's why we had an invulnerability boost on just in case. And then there, I think I skipped a future Ant-Man fight, or it might have been a Red Skull, I think, on that Node 21 that we've done already this season with Corvus. We had this Jessica Jones, does not benefit from the node whatsoever, but so we're just going to do exactly what we did in the last war, but it is on a different node here. But we are just going to use Archangel to absolutely melt Jessica Jones. And yeah, pretty straightforward fight here again. So parry heavy with Archangel. Fantastic. Vintage maneuver here. But it's an oldie but a goodie, and it continues to put in work, even though I don't use them that often. All right. Here's a fun one. We've got Kindred. He's not a global defender, but it's Hazard Shift, Shock Bleed with Conflictor and Crumbling Armor we are shock and bleed immune with Sandman. So we can go in, and the main thing that I'm trying to do here is I still want to make sure that I get off like special ones. I can take advantage of the fact that I can get like in some extra power gain from the conflictor, keep pushing him to special 2s. Way easier to bait the special 2s here. I know that when my resistance up is on, I can go ahead and grab some extra some heavies where he's rooted and I'm unstoppable, but I'm just focused on just how I play Kindred normally, which is I'm just trying to manage all of like his degen timer there. So don't want to get hit by that special 1 there. I might just throw an extra hit just for some spacing so I don't get cornered, and wait for that 50 timer to expire, and then I can go back in again. So I get back up to like I'm almost at full max charges. I'm at like 15 here. So I'm going to throw my striker, then I'm going to go for a couple back-to-back heavies, get some of that nice damage in, and now reset again. Trying again, push to special 2 if I can. I see the degen timer is active once more, so I got to be careful. Got to back away, got to wait for it to end. Bait out that special 1. And I think we're doing all right here. Get another, bait another special 1 here. I can go ahead, bait another heavy, and just keep going at him. And again, not much to worry about. It's just kind of playing Kindred and making sure at the end of the fight that I have enough power so that once he gets into his like final like 5% or so, that he's going to root me, and I have a special to get out of that root. So that is the other thing to look forward to here. So again, we try to pause the timer there. I think instead of going to a special 2, I threw that special 1, so I'd go back to a special 1 here. I didn't want to go down to no power. And again, bait out that special 1, get a nice counter with my unstoppable, and I can go ahead and quickly throw that special to finish off the fight. I did get clipped a little bit at the end, but we had enough health because we played all right. Next up is a buffet Mr. Sinister and Arc Overload, and another super easy fight for Viv here because we can just do our medium enders for the passive heal block. We are immune to nullify as long as we have an armor up, and we're immune to the bleeds that he tries to put on us, so we are in great shape. We just go special 2 as usual, bait out his specials, get to a special 1 while he's below a bar of power, and then we can go ahead and drop our unblockable special 1s. So there, that's 1, that's 2, and he's finished. So clean fight with Viv. Next up, we have a Hazard Shift Maestro, and this one's Hazard Shift Incinerate Shock. I'm not Incinerate immune. I am shock resistant as Magneto against the hashtag Metal Champion, but Magneto usually will destroy and shut down most nodes with a hashtag Metal Champion. There, unfortunately, I was late on that heavy attack, and he resisted my heavy. But we get back into the fight here. We're fine. We just parry heavy up to special 3. And we nuke him down with a special 3. So every time I see one of these metal champions on Hazard Shift, even if I don't have the exact immunities or resistances, Magneto usually absolutely shreds. So there we charge our heavy, get some nice prowess, drops him down to like 50-something%, but he's got 32 bleeds on him. He's absolutely melting. Evade that special 2 even though I get rooted, and as soon as the bleeds expire, he is gone. Next up, we have a conflictor Domino with like the extra prowess. Viv, really nice on this one because, again, I don't have to parry in order to get my openings. I can just keep phasing as long as I finish a proper combo beforehand. If I get a proper like medium, light, medium, or 4-hit combo, 5-hit combo, doesn't matter, then I can go ahead, get my phase again. And here I'm going to drop the old special 2 which is great. And just have to be careful of the lucky. I'm not going to be unlucky, so I don't have to worry about evading, like blocking her special 1. I can evade that freely. I just have to be aware of when she gets her lucky. But there we go ahead, drop our unblockable special 1s. We get one. She is global, so I have to make sure that I have my heal block up the entire time to manage the power gain. But other than that, everything works out great. We push to a special 2, go for another medium ender into a special 1, and we finish that fight so clean, so nice with that domino fight with Viv. And last but not least, I attempted an Enchantress boss with Void. Unfortunately, fortunately, I had the Mr. Fantastic free fights at the beginning for this one from someone else. But at the beginning here, I had to bait a heavy, which I did. Then I got the intercept off really fast, and now we're in pretty good shape to get the start of this fight going. But I get hit by that heavy. Luckily, I get that intercept off. It was not a great fight for me, okay? To be honest, I'm still struggling with Enchantress. I could have played better there. I walked right into a special 1, played pretty awful at the start. But we do everything that we're supposed to do. We get the heavy, we get the knockdown. We counter the heavy, we get the knockdown. But it pushes her right back to another special 1. There we get the intercept. We have to get off. Unfortunately, she's getting too much power too fast for me, and again, the beginning of the fight was pretty awful. Luckily, we end up surviving a little bit longer. Here, I just have to do a heavy counter for the green spell. There we go. And luckily, I get a significant chunk of damage off. I think we end up getting almost 50% of her health in this run, even though we played so bad at the beginning. Then I go in one more time with Void, try to do as much as I can, and I end up finishing off the fight with Viv. So I did die twice to this boss, not the end of the world. I think we did end up winning this war, so this was more of some practice for me. But I was pretty happy with how it went overall, even though I kind of sucked at the beginning of the fight. So enjoy the rest of the Enchantress boss attempt, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.